Hi, we're having this important conversation. Why you don't look like an influencer, and I'm gonna throw in a bonus in this video. I will be showing you how I edit my Instagram pictures as well. Before we get into this video, make sure to like the video if you want to see more like these, and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel if you want to see 5 videos a week, Monday through Friday, all on beauty related. So I wish I had this conversation with myself when I was younger, especially when I was younger. I don't even look like an influencer, and I will never look like one because real life and social media is just so different. Influencers usually share only one side of their face. It's because it's their good angles. So that is number one. So do you ever see me just talking to you guys with this side? Not really. But I always go on this side. I try to only show you this side because this is my good angle. So I am not like a professional photographer or I'm not a professional videographer, but I did some research all on social media, pictures, videos, so I could tell you guys as much information as possible on the subject. One thing, a lot of influencers are very, very photogenic, and I think most of the time I'm not photogenic at all. The reason why is because some people have stronger features, which means the jawline, the cheeks, the bones, the brow bone, and these stronger features just looks better overall on pictures. Because a picture is not 3D like we see in real life, it is 2D. So the picture is just flat. So having more bigger features or certain angles on a face, it will just look better overall. That when you see models and magazines for a campaign or anything, usually they will have stronger features. So if you see a video of them, their jawlines will be so straight. So for example, like a male model will have an extra like sharp jawline, and even a girl model will have a sharper jawline than most other people, and they will just look better on camera than other people. Doesn't mean that they look better in real life, because sometimes some people will look better in real life than in pictures, and some people will look better in pictures than in real life, and vice versa. So for example, like you would see a celebrity on pictures and everything, and then in real life or other pictures, depending on if it was a photographer, if it's just a paparazzi, the pictures are going to look way, way different. And that's because of many, many reasons: makeup, lighting, angles, and also editing, which is important to notice as well. And like we think they're perfect, but they do have flaws, and everybody have flaws. I have flaws. Look at my face. And I say that about my face, but I'm really joking most of the time. I really love myself. I'm gonna take me as an example because I'm doing the video. If you look at my face, I am looking at you straight into your eyes. So as you can see, my face doesn't look that asymmetrical. So that means like both sides might look not almost, but like there's similarities between both sides. And I'm gonna tell you all my flaws that I have, so you can definitely notice them after that. I have makeup on, and that's the reason why I put some makeup on, because I wanted you guys to see the difference. And I'm gonna put some clip right now of me without makeup. That's when I do my skincare videos, and I feel like it's very important. So if I look at you straight up, okay, so you might think that my face is very symmetrical right now. But then if I go a little bit on the left, you're gonna see that this cheekbone is way bigger than the other one. So I have a stronger cheekbone on this side. If I turn my head on my bad angle side, so this is my bad angle side, and as you can see, if I just go like this a little bit, you're gonna see here a really stronger cheek on this side, even though here you don't really see it, and this is the illusion because of the makeup that I put. So the highlight, the bronzer, the blush, everything, because the blush is gonna plump up my cheek, and bronzer contour will bring in my face, and then the highlight will really bring the cheek upwards as well. So that is what makeup does. So if I go on the other side, this is smaller compared to the other one, and you can see this is stronger, and you can see here, especially here, I don't put a lot of like contour and bronzer, and I have it like it's deeper. I don't need as much shadow here to have that definition. Here, I would think that my jawline will look sharper and better compared to the other side that is here. And that is normal. We both have different sides. Other than that, we're gonna go to my nose. So like I said, this is my good side, and the reason why this is my good side, another thing, is that my nose naturally is crooked. It goes kind of like in a C like this, right? But you won't see it as much because now I put a little bit of contour and, blush, highlight everything. If I turn that way, my nose will look straight like this. It looks straight and it looks good, right? But then if I go the other way around, my nose, you will naturally see it, and I'm straight. I'm not going like this or anything. I'm really straight. You're gonna see it naturally now going towards you, and you can see with the shadowing here where it comes towards you. Here I have like a stronger cartilage here, so you can see that. Here it's a little bit softer, so when I take a picture on that side, it looks rounder, plumper compared to this one. And that is just my normal anatomy of my nose. And I also have, if I turn all the way on the side, I have a bump here. So you will never see me take a picture profile like this for number one, because I have a bump here that you can clearly see, and because my chin is really small. It is really small. So if I just turn my head like this compared to like this, my jaw and my chin will look longer because of the angle that I have. And if I do like this, you will not be able to see my dip here and my bump as much. So angles are very important, especially when you take that. So another thing is I'm gonna have a stronger bone here than here. So this one is flatter than this one where my eyebrow is. So both of my eyebrows are different. I did have microblading done, so it is easier for me to do my eyebrows to make them as symmetrical as possible when I'm looking straight at you. Also, when you fill into your eyebrows, of course, one side will look better than the other. And you're trying to make them as symmetrical as possible. If I go like this, so here it is flatter, so it looks better when I take a picture on this side, and this side is stronger, so you can see it coming on your way, and my eyebrows will look just better overall and just put structure to my face and make sure that it's really symmetrical when I'm turned a little bit like this. Then I turn on the other side, and here the side really does a difference. I know like it's very, very minimal, but it's because I have makeup on. If I didn't have makeup on, it will look not as different. But I don't care as much when I do my videos. Like, I'm gonna put my makeup like this, because if I do like this, I'm gonna have shadows on my face. So if I do like this, you're gonna see it. So I don't mind about the angle stuff and like on which side, but you're gonna see a lot of influencers always staying straight to the camera or just on one side like this. Me, I'm just like going side by side. Okay, this is me. You're gonna see every single angle of me, and that's about it. After talking about my face, now we're gonna get into the world of makeup. So makeup does a lot of things for your face, and as you see, it does a lot of things for my face. Makeup can definitely enhance a feature that you have. So for example, contour, bronzer, blush, like I told you, contour will really bring it in, and then light is gonna bring it outwards, and then blush will just plump and round up everything. So that is one thing that it can do. And if you have a cheekbone higher than the other, you can correct it with makeup. It will create a symmetry in the face. So that's why a lot of celebrities have makeup artists. They don't do the makeup themselves, or even in photo shoots, even a makeup artist will have somebody else do their makeup for them. And it's all because the makeup artists have an outside perspective of the person, and they can really see everything. Like if you're looking at yourself in the mirror on one side and the other, it's really gonna be hard to have a makeup that is truly symmetrical compared to somebody else doing their makeup. And people that look like they have very symmetrical makeup is because their face is quite symmetrical already. I'm not saying it's like a bad thing if you don't have a symmetrical face, not at all. Like imperfections are perfect in its own ways. Have a perspective of like all of the angles of the face. So whether you're like this, you're like this, you're like this, the makeup artist will look at you like all around, and it will see like, okay, now I have to fix this. And that's why sometimes it takes so much time to really create a beautiful makeup look, and sometimes it can take like 3-4 hours to just do one makeup, even though it is a super natural one. So the stronger features, the eyebrows, for example, are extremely important, and that's why I spend most of my time doing my eyebrows, because the eyebrows will really bring the symmetry in the face, and the lips as well. You overline one side, the other side, and you try to make it as symmetrical as possible, because the lips are right there, and when people talk, you will focus on the lips, and then when you look at somebody in the eye, the eyebrows are right there. So that's why we spend a lot of time sometimes on the eyebrows and on the lips by itself. So that's why sometimes when I do natural makeup, it's gonna take me so long to do my eyebrows. I focus a lot of time there, and I focus a lot of time to my lips to make sure that everything is as symmetrical as possible. Because even when I talk, I have one side, I don't know if you guys notice, but I have always one side of the lip that goes higher than the other. And that is just because of my muscles just working by themselves. But for pictures, it's really important to have symmetrical, because even when you smile, if I'm like this, like my lip goes downward on this side. You have a sad side and then you have a happy side. So if you would take two of these, like you would, for example, like take my face, you take a picture, and then you would put two of these, flip this one and put it on the other side, my face would look really sad. And then on the other side, if I would take just half of it and then flip it and then put it to the next one, it would look really happy. And it would just look weird overall. So that's why we don't have like ultra symmetrical faces. And it's really a study of the face. So when you become a makeup artist, you really study the subject that you have, and that's why celebrities only have one makeup artist by itself, because they know the face through and through. They know every single detail of the face. They know how the bone here, so for example, like if you look at my eyebrows, like the bone just goes like this and then it goes backward, but then it is different than this one. And then the middle here is I would say that it is like advanced a bit, and then it goes like this, so it does like these things. So they know literally the symmetry and the bone structure of the celebrity, and then it's easier for them to do makeup every time they do it. So the lighting also makes a huge difference. So you see me right now with really good lighting, and you're gonna be like, wow, you look so good. And then I have a white background so I can really pop out of it. But then if I close the backlight, okay, so let me just close it. Ew. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So I will look a bit darker, and the lines here, when I smile, everything, it will look different. So it does a difference with the lights. Okay, where are you? I want to put that back on, please. Hi. Okay, we're back on. And then I'm just gonna turn off two lights on the side here, or one light on this side and then one light on the other side, so you can see the difference. All right, so I close one light. That's what I look like with this side. That is my good side, and this one is my bad side. Not bad, it's just not photogenic whatsoever. So when you turn off one light, look at how much shadowing and other stuff that is happening in my face that I don't want to happen. You can see more imperfections, definitely. So that is one light on my good side that is turned off. Now I'm gonna turn off the other light and put this light back on, and I'm gonna look way different. This is bad, but the other one will not look as bad. I think it doesn't look as bad because this is my good side. So there's more shadow here. Anyways, it creates more shadow on this side and over here where there's some crevices in my face. And you know, like lighting does really powerful things, like I told you. And now with this one light on and this one not, my jaw here, my cheek here and my jaw will look stronger. So lighting just does everything. It really blurs out imperfections as well. Right now, you probably see more of my acne, even though I'm further away from you. But that is one thing, that's why we look better with lighting. Lights are back on, and I'm sorry if I change colors because it does its thing, and that's about it. So I'm gonna take a picture, like a screenshot, because that's how I take my pictures of Instagram. I just pose like this, and I'm just like this, and then I pause for the camera and then a screenshot because I would have to change all my settings and everything. And I kind of don't want to do that every time. So just screenshotting and then editing my picture just makes it better. So the reason why, it's because I look way better like this than if I do it on my iPhone. So let me just pull out my phone. I'm going on the camera. I'm gonna show you both sides. I'm gonna show you one side, so like this. I'm just looking straight at the camera with a little bit on the side. And my camera, by the way, is angled as well like this. So it gets me from an angle higher than what I actually am. And that's another thing that is great with photography. If you lift it up a little bit and you look at it like that, your angles are gonna look better and everything is gonna look washed out better. Anyways, that's another trick to look better on camera, and that's why when you look at studio tours and other stuff like that, you see that their cameras are angled a bit like that because they're gonna look better, and there's, you know, the jaw is gonna look stronger, everything. I'm gonna put it on the screen right there, both side by side. One side is my good angle and the other side is the bad angle. So it doesn't look that different, but you can definitely see a difference in the lips, in the nose, other stuff like that. So if I go like this with this camera, I'm gonna put it side by side. I'm really bad at pausing with this side, posing, some stuff like this. Anyways, it's really, really bad. And another example, show you, you see all of these influencers with, you know, you always see them on their Instagram stories, and it's because they always have a filter on. So I'm gonna go on my Instagram, I'm gonna screen record what I'm doing. So this is my regular with no filters. That's what it looks like. And even here you can see that my eyebrows is different than this one, because this one I lifted up by itself. So that was without the filter on. This is one of my favorite filters because it's so cute. It blurs out the face, it adds a little bit of lashes on, it adds your lips get. Let's see the first one. So this is my face blurred out. So it even looks better that way. My lips look bigger. Lashes, everything. So even though you can clearly see that there is a filter on, it doesn't matter because your brain is trained to like, oh my god, this is what she looks like. Even though you know that there's a filter, it's like placebo effect. So when you see like an influencer you're following and you see them in real life and you're like, wow, they look so different, because you're so used to seeing their video online on their stories with the bigger lips, the lashes, everything, and even on their YouTube video, which I don't do that at all. So a lot of people, I know that they do that, but they put a really tiny filter that will really blur out the face, and it's just misleading, really, really misleading. Oh yeah, I wanted to point out, some people, they have these clips on the side, and that is another thing that I want to say. The clips on the side, it really lift up the cheeks, so it brings the illusion that my face goes like this and it looks more structured. So that's why some people, they like to put clips on the side. It adds structure to the face. And another thing, the haircut will really make the face look different. Some people really like to have these things. Sometimes I put it and it really thins out the face, so that creates an illusion also on the face. But for today, I decided to do this haircut, and even when I do this haircut, it's misleading in a way because of my hairline. So when I place my hair like this, my hairline looks lower than what it actually is. But if I put it up, how it would usually be, if I put it, oh my god, that's so ugly. Ah, that's so ugly. Anyways, so if I push it, okay, I push it now. So you can see I have a heart-shaped kind of hairline over here. And I have baby hairs here that are doing their own thing, and I have other stuff. So that's why when I do this haircut, I bring my hair down, put it flat like this, so my hairline looks lower. And that is why when I do a ponytail or I do a bun or something, I will leave sometimes some things that will come down because my hairline will look lower. And that is why some people, they have bangs that comes like this or that are like this, so the hairline looks lower. That's another trick if you want to look better on pictures or on camera. So many things to consider. Oh my god, that's crazy. So another thing that I want to talk about is how I edit my pictures and why it looks better overall. You know, how it looks better. So I'm gonna take a picture now of my face with my phone, and then I'm gonna show you how I edit it on my phone. Screen recording. That is just a regular picture. So then I go into the application called Airbrush, and that is what I use. And I take my picture that I just took right there. And after that, okay, so I take my picture and then I go on Magic. So then it removes, as you can see, it removed my pimple. It doesn't look that much, right? But it still does correct a lot of things. You can do this manually or yourself. And another thing, like I can remove the acne, put it on, the dark circles, and now I look like I have more dark circles than I actually have. And if you're paying for it, you could be doing like a contour, so you see it like I look way more contoured. It's crazy what it can do. This is the red-eyed fix. I don't do that, but brighten. It brightens up my eyes. As you can see much of a difference, but you can still see it, which is crazy. I can add a tint to my lips. So as you can see, the tint is a little bit more. There's more colors. Then I can add a skin tone, which a lot of people do. So now I don't have it on, but if I do, I would look a little bit darker or more tan. So you can see the difference between what's happening there. And enlarge, that feature is for the eyes. There's not much of a difference, but the eyes look bigger, better, and I put it on just because the makeup will look better, bigger, and other stuff like this. And there's another feature which I never use. It's the slim feature. This is crazy what it does. Look, if you see, it just slims down your face, and it doesn't look like it's photoshopped or anything, but it's slimmed down. It's, except for maybe my hand there might look a little bit worse, but then when I don't have my hand there, you would not see the difference. But I leave it like this because I like it like this. Other features that you could do, face width, you see that, the chin longer, shorter, and you don't really have to do anything with this. Or the nose thinner or bigger. You can see that I don't have these features. I am not paying for this. The lip size, look smaller, bigger, and a lot of people will use these app. Facetune me, it's airbrushed. So this is the beauty magic. Other than that, you can smooth the face. So I can go to an area and then smooth out whatever's there. And then the face is smoothed out, as you can see, which is crazy. So that's how I would edit my picture. I leave as much as possible the texture because I want this to still be normal. Firm, that's another thing that people might use, is you can go in these areas and then you just slim, and those cracks that you have in your makeup is completely disappearing. Or an even crazier one, if I go on my eye, which I never do that, by the way, I would go there and then look at the difference that it did. I don't have a line there anymore. This is crazy. I go there and it's gone. My eyes look so much smoother that way. Like, it's crazy when you think about everything. Oops. It's crazy, everything. So this is not free anymore. But it was free before, but this is not free anymore. But as you can see, you saw the difference. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. You can hair dye if you want. I could have blonde, blue, whatever color. I don't do that, but anyways, that's how I would do that. And I would brighten myself. So I would go not onto dark circle, but brighten, and then I would brighten on my eye manually, and then my eyes would look way brighter. The colors look better. I would do this for my eyebrows as well, and this is just to enhance the color that I already have on myself. So this, it looks already brighter, whitened. I do that for my teeth or even for the white of my eyes, because sometimes makeup can irritate my eyes and they become a bit they become a bit red. So this really makes sure that my eye pops out and that you're looking at them. And then I can do the dark circles myself if I want. I go and then I can just go on it manually. And that's all things that you can do. And that's how small changes, so little tiny changes, can make a picture look way, way, way better. And it can look like weird. Not weird, but you know what I mean. So that would be the picture that I would do. And then I would download it. And I would go after on my pictures. And now I have the picture right here. And what I would do is I would edit it from there as well to correct any color that I have. So I do this after, just because I want everything smoother. I want acne to be gone and all of these things. So if I press on auto, which I never do auto because I don't like their auto, I can put down the exposure, bring up the brilliance so my skin looks brighter, better. Highlights, I diminish the highlights a bit. The shadows, I put more shadows, so when you put it down, there's gonna be more shadows. Contrast, I put it up a bit like that. And then brightness, it depends. Sometimes I put it up, sometimes I put it down. And then the black point, I bring it up because it brings the black even blacker. And now I'm gonna kind of do a crazy difference so you can see the before and after. Saturation, sometimes I bring it up a bit depending if I look very pale or not. So I would bring it up, and then the vibrance, I would bring it up as well. And then the warmth, depending, I would put it down or up. In this case, I would put it down a little bit, and the tint brings a little bit more peachiness to my skin. So I put it there. Sharpness, I would raise the sharpness a little bit so it looks more natural. It looks like my real skin. And then the definition, I would clearly bring it up. And that's how I would do that. So when you look at the difference that it does, it is crazy. I know it's crazy. Now I have kind of like a warm, you know, like because the sun is down, but you can clearly see the difference between both of these pictures. I'm gonna put them side by side here, and it is completely crazy the difference. One looks washed out, white, but then when you edit everything, it is crazy what it can do. And side by side, the picture that is edited and the picture that is not edited. So I do that with the camera as well because, like I said, the pictures will look better on the camera. That is what I do. And that is why we don't look like influencers. And I thought that this video was really important, and I really, really wanted to share it with you guys because it's an important topic, which is not really talked about, especially by big influencers, which I'm a small YouTuber. And I just wanted to share that with you because I thought it was important. And, you know, I know younger people, and I really don't want them to get into that mindset, which, you know, they're already putting filters and they're 10 years old and they're looking at themselves like, oh my God, so cute with a filter. But then when they don't look at the filter, they think that they're ugly, but they're not ugly. They're beautiful in every single way, shape, and form. And it's important just to educate our younger generation that social media is fake and everything is photoshopped. Everything. You know, there's no real pictures anymore, because even in pictures, even though they're not edited, you're not gonna look the same as in real life. So that is what it is. That is my video for today. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you liked it, make sure to like the video and to comment down below what you thought was the most shocking to you, or if you have anything to say. And also consider subscribing to my YouTube channel if you want to see 5 videos a week, Monday through Friday, all beauty related. So be the best version of yourself inside and out. It's really important. I really, really love you, beauties. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, beauties.